Oh, what is going on, you? Almost tripped and died. What is going on, you beautiful people of the interwebs? Today I'm working on the E30. We're doing a little bit of work. I do have to clean my garage up because it's kind of a mess. Oh, real quick, catless downpipes for the F10 M5. We're gonna make some jam here pretty soon. I have the M3 in the garage because this car is waiting on parts. I need new tires, and we're doing a livery on this car, which my friend Bo is gonna be helping me out in next video. We're gonna be doing that. So next video, the E90 M3 is gonna be totally transformed. Can't wait for that, but big stuff coming for this. But we're working on the E30 today, ladies and gentlemen. And this is kind of gonna be a vlog because today's Sunday. Tomorrow, I went to Cars and Coffee this morning. I didn't film it, but tomorrow I'm going with my friend Ryan in the M5. We're going up to Pit Race because I have a bunch of friends drifting up there. So we're gonna go for a ride in a couple drift cars and go see my friend Bailey and Tony, see what they're doing. That being said, I'm gonna clean the garage real quick and we're gonna get into it. Let me run you through what's going on with the E30. This is the fuel pump that I pulled out. It looks old, it's not, like it was just sitting in my tank for 2 years. I reused this old fuel sock and it started to break down on me, and like it started to break down there and like there's junk in it, and it's the actual fuel sock itself coming apart. I think it clogged and like locked up my pump. So that means I wasn't getting the proper fuel pressure, and that was driving me nuts. I'm like, what the hell? I have an upgraded fuel pump in this. I ordered a Walbro 225 drop-in fuel pump kit for an E30 from Kessel Performance. Kind of annoyed at Kessel Performance because I don't have that yet and I really need it. And this car has been down for the past 2 weeks. That being said, in the meantime, when I'm waiting for the new fuel pump to arrive, we are going to focus on a lot of the details. My biggest thing is right now, I need to do something about this. So that's my glove box. Not very good. Everything is kind of just thrown around in there. I have the DME sitting in there. Everything is all gross and not good. Gonna go over all the wires, rewrap them, clean everything up, make it look good. I have some wires I need to run under the dash. I need to mount the sport mode button. And then this cable is running down to my throttle pedal. This is for the throttle cable. So this needs to be routed under the dash. It's a rainy day in Pittsburgh, so I really can't take it out for a drive, and I don't have my fuel pump. I'm just blabbering on at this point, so let's get to working. All right, hopefully you guys can see everything okay, but I have the wiring harness cover pulled off, and I have the top of the,
Come on, think.
beauty cover pulled off, and then we're gonna be taking everything off of here so we can clean up the wiring harness. So cut to a time lapse of me doing that right now. If you guys can't tell, it's an absolute rat's nest in here. Hopefully I can get some of this kind of cleaned up and make my glove box kind of usable again. I have this nasty harness out. I had to modify this harness because this used to be an SMG harness, and now I converted it into a manual transmission harness. And then this is the wiring harness for the ignition coils. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna open this up. I'm gonna cut like a hole out the back so I can have these wires come out the back so you don't see this big ugly cord. Alright guys, don't judge me. It's not the greatest in the world. I basically just wrapped a bunch of electrical tape around it and around all the connectors, put all the O2 sensors in one like thing, and now I'm gonna focus on this. So basically I'm gonna have to break this thing loose from all these tabs here and feed the wires down through here. Pull this up without breaking these tabs. Voila! What I'm gonna do now is this rubber grommet thing, I'm actually going to slice this thing right down the middle, completely take it off, and then I'm gonna take this ground wire and then these wires, snake it down through here, and then this plastic thing I'm gonna cut back to meet up flush with that. And try to cut this without cutting the wires. That would be bad.
Praise
So I might actually just leave this ground strap right there because you aren't gonna see it. But so now I'm gonna heat up a knife and then kind of like cut down along in there. And I'll be able to put the cover back on, and you'll never know that there's wires going to the coil packs. And just like that, a nice little hole was made. I'm gonna let that cool down and slip the wires through, then put the cover on. The M5 looks good in the rain. There's like a ceramic coating on it, so you guys obviously can't tell, but it's just beating off water. I have this done, so now the wires come out of the back, super nice now. And you won't be able to see it, except for this little ground wire, but that's not that bad. We're gonna throw this back together, and then I'm gonna take the interior part so I can route the throttle pedal, and then finish that up, and then put the sport mode button in. All right, so now that I have those wiring harnesses cleaned up and organized, I'm gonna throw everything back together. So with the YouTube of power magic, with the YouTube of editing, with the power of YouTube magic, I'll have everything together in 3, 2, 1. Bam. All right, I got everything put back together. Now this cable isn't running here, it's running back here. I actually had to cut that open a little bit so I can squeeze that cable through. But now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get these wires routed for the throttle pedal and then the sport mode button. So what I have to do now is take the center console apart, and I'm going to route these up under the dash through there, and then probably put the sport mode button like right there or right there. Actually, I think I'll put it right there because that's like nice and convenient, and that's more of like a stretch to get to. You can just boop, boop, boop. Oh, first things first, this little cup thing comes out. Nice, I'm so good at mechanic stuff. So this is a little 10mm that sits down in here. It's like a little plastic Johnny, and then we can take this, and bam, just like that. Now that's off. Okay, so have everything out, most of everything out to get the center console out. You have to take your kick panel down. Now this should pretty much just kind of lift out like that. I'm gonna disconnect your window switches, but this thing now just magically comes out like that. This is everything here. Kind of simple stuff, just normal E30-ness. Now for the, and my power just went out. Thank you. Thank you. You guys can't see me, but I'm gonna try to make my way into my house to get a flashlight, and there's so much shit in my garage. I just found a light now. I had to go out to my car and get a flashlight because that's the only place I had it. My whole neighborhood doesn't have power right now, and it's like super creepy. I know it's just a power outage, but it's like a rainy, stormy night right now, so it's kind of creepy. Yeah, so I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let you guys know what happens. Maybe if the power comes back on, I can finish what I was doing. See you guys tomorrow.
The next day.
All right, what's going on, guys? We are back. This is my friend Ryan, aka Russo. He has a YouTube channel. I'll link it in the description. We are on our way up to Pittsburgh International Race Complex because a couple of my friends are drifting there, Tony and Bailey and a few others. So we're gonna go ride along, and there's a time trial going on.
And it's my first ever drift event, so I'll be the noob asking all the questions. I always wanted to go to a drift event and like never had the in, and now I get to see what the drift world is like. So
we're gonna rip up there. We are in the M5 right now, and you know, lovely Pittsburgh.
Did you tell him how much you paid for this?
Not yet. That'll be in the next video on.
When you guys know how much he paid for this versus like, this feels like a brand new fucking car, like you guys are all gonna vomit.
Yeah.
I'm still boiling just sitting in here knowing he got this deal. He literally lied to old people. He like convinced him that this was only a 5 Series and paid that price.
Yeah, so we're gonna rip up there, and it's raining, so I'm gonna have no traction. I wanted to take Ryan for a good ride in it, but it'll just spin.
But the drifting will be in the rain, so it'll be good for you guys to get that footage.
Definitely. Gentlemen, we are here at Pittsburgh International Raceway with Bailey.
Stop, man. They're gonna think my stuff never runs.
I think he has a dead spark plug right now because we just swapped coil packs. And real quick, he has a dead hole on cylinder number 3.
Just M50 things.
Yes. Ryan just went out with my friend Tony, which we'll be going out with later. But,
it's like the wet track is fronts. Like, is no fronts. So I think the thing I learned is like if the track's wet, you need really sticky fronts if you actually want to enjoy sliding it.
Yeah. So hopefully the track will dry up and we can get some good runs in. But right now Bailey's having BMW problems. Tony, how do you open this door?
Handle.
We are jumping in my friend Big Tony's E36 drift car convertible. This is the car. Honestly, having a drift car convertible is so baller.
I love it.
This is just a regular 328, 5-speed, simple. All suspension, polyurethane bushings. Put my helmet on so you guys probably aren't gonna be able to hear me, but we're gonna go for a couple runs. So Tony was having some problems at the beginning of the day because it was pouring down rain and he didn't have good tires on, but now it's not raining and now he has some good tires, so he's actually like, he just linked this entire track.
Many hours later.
I just got back from the drift event up at Pit Race. I am picking up from last night from when I was working on the E30 and my power went out. And that was a lot of the wiring and fixing up a lot of the stuff in the interior. Here's the sport mode button. Unfortunately, it's just this basic button. I wish it like lit up or something like that when I pushed it. But I am going to like cut a hole in there so it can sit in there. I have it marked off where I'm gonna cut the hole. Do the same thing that I was doing last time. I have a razor blade and I'm gonna heat it up with a torch so I can just kind of like slip it in there and then cut a real precise hole. Probably shouldn't be breathing this stuff in, but, and bam, just like that, we have a nice little precise hole cut. Oh, beautiful. Now it sits in there absolutely beautifully, and I got a nice little sport mode button, so I'm like, sport mode on, sport mode off. Now I'm going to reroute this throttle cable. Throttle cable is disconnected. Now I'm gonna try to fish it back through there. Now I have the cable going to the sport mode, take it down through here, and then so it will sit in all these wires, then I can hook it up to the center console. Alright guys, I think I got enough B-roll. The lighting right now, how it's like dusky or like the sun's about to go down, in this car. It's just incredible. Kessel Performance, send me my parts right now. Right now. I ordered that stuff 2 weeks ago and it's still not here. And I tried calling them 3 times and I couldn't get through to them. So Kessel Performance, shame on you. If my car misses the Vintage Grand Prix because of you guys, I am writing you guys an absolute nasty gram. Fortunately, I wanted to get an E30 video out to you guys, but my parts aren't here. I want to actually take this thing on a proper drive and test it out. I can buy cars like that, like an F10 M5 and an E90 M3 and stuff, but they will never give you the satisfaction of actually building something and making something on your own. Like knowing that literally every single nut and bolt you touched on that car and you put this entire car together. Like there's no better feeling than that in the world. But I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what to say. I just want this thing to be done so I can drive it and enjoy this S54. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are here to the end, I appreciate the hell out of you. Hit that like button. Let me know you're here to the end. Say the E30 looks sick or something. I don't know. Just say something so I know you guys are here till the end of the video. But guys, I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for watching. As I always say, dream so big it's scary. Peace out, and I'll catch you in the next one.